Hey guys, what is up? I'm back on YouTube. I'm so excited. I know that it's been a while since I have recorded a video that is like this, mostly just because it takes a lot of time to do all of the setup and then all the lighting and equipment and stuff, and I got a new camera, so you will be able to see that hopefully in the quality of the videos. I'm super pumped about it. For all of my photographers that are watching, it is a Canon EOS R. It's the new mirrorless. I'm probably going to do some more talking about it, but I know that the people watching this video probably don't know or care about what equipment I'm using, but if you do have questions, let me know. If you are new around here, my name is Dakota, and I am a senior portrait and wedding photographer based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. And today I am super excited to share something that I'm going to be adding to my wedding and senior experience. It's something that is super important to me personally and something that is a huge part of my life growing up and then also now as I'm moving into the future, and that is albums. So I actually had some of my sample albums delivered yesterday. They're sitting right there. I'm so excited to show them to you guys. They're massive. They're beautiful. When I opened them up yesterday, I was standing in the kitchen and was about to cry. Kyle was laughing at me the whole time. So I'm super excited to talk a little bit about my heart for albums, why I'm excited to introduce this into my clients' experiences, and just give you like a little bit of insight into what it's going to look like. While obviously I love taking pictures and sharing them online and think that Instagram and Facebook is great because you're able to share all of these memories with people who are across the country and maybe aren't going to be able to come to your house and actually look at the pictures hanging on your wall, but also printing your photos is hugely important and wildly underrated because eventually those apps are going to go away. The way that we store photos is constantly changing, and it's just important to be able to hold something in your hands. Even printing photos and putting them in frames in your house is super important because I want you to be able to enjoy your photos every time you walk down a hallway or walk into your kitchen. But those photos get replaced as people get older and you get new photos taken, which is great. So having a book where you're able to flip through and see the entire story and remember that entire moment of getting your senior photos done or your engagement photos or your wedding day is the biggest one. And I'm super excited to be able to give that to my clients. I personally grew up as a scrapbook kid. I work with a lot of people now that I can tell that they're scrapbook kids because you say smile and they instantly have they can turn on their smile whether they were fighting or sad or whatever emotion they were feeling before the photo was being taken. So my mom has made countless amounts of scrapbooks full of pictures of my brother and I because she made it her mission to capture all of the different parts of our lives and then document them in these books with different, she wrote all of the little commentary on them, and we have all of these photos of big moments and really small moments that is so important because I can flip through them every single time I go home. And I know I'm a little weird because I do actually go through all of the scrapbooks almost every single time I'm home, especially during the holidays. I'm constantly in the living room pulling out different books and flipping through different years of our life. And it's funny because my high school friends, when they come over, they're doing the same things. They are in quite a bit of the photos, so they love to look and see basically the story of our life in high school and growing up. And now, as my brother and I are getting older, we've always said that the only thing that we will truly argue about is going to be where the scrapbooks end up and who they're going to be passed down to. Unfortunately, those books were made in a day where you couldn't just, order a copy to give to each of your kids or to give to your parents. And so we will probably have to go to mediation one day to be able to sort through those books and who's going to be able to claim ownership over them, but it's going to be fine. I'm sure we can share. So all of that to say that I am super excited to add albums to my wedding and senior experiences to be able to give my clients that sweet moment of being able to pull out their books year after year and flip through all of their beautiful memories. And these albums from the album company that I have chosen to work with are the highest quality albums that I've ever felt. So I'm really excited about that because they are going to hold up forever even when tiny little hands start to want to flip through the pages. So I do want to show them to you. They're literally massive, but I'm so excited. This big one on the end is going to be like my personal album, and then these other ones are samples, but they're huge and I love them. So, okay, wow. So when it comes to actually designing the album, you will have your choice of different colored linens. You'll be able to choose the thickness of the page. The cover page can either have writing on it, or it can have an image, which is really fun. And whether you go with thick or thin pages, they're super sturdy. So this is an example of a thin page. So even still, the thin is still pretty thick, and then I love the thick pages because they are even thicker. Whoop, will it show it? Yep, perfect. They're even thicker, and then when you lay the book, it lays, when it's on the table, it lays completely flat. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, I love that either with the thick or the thin, these books are going to last forever, even when, you know, little kids want to start pulling them out and looking at their mom in high school or their mom and their dad when they got married. All of my albums are custom designed by either me or my team of designers, which means you don't have to go through and do all of the work of picking out your favorite images. We will do a first draft for you and then send it over, and then you'll be able to go through and either add, remove, or replace the images so that way you can have all of the photos that you want in your printed version of your story. And designing and pairing images is a truly underrated skill set. There's a lot that goes into being able to put pictures together that have the same coloring in it or that are going to tell the story that you want to tell and not have them competing with each other and look completely simple and like they were always meant to be together on that page. I've had a ton of practice with this, with doing all of my blog posts, so I'm excited to bring that into the album world and take that task off of your plate. So I am going to do more videos going into depth with the sample albums that I have, which are pretty good representation of the options that you'll be able to choose from. But just as like a quick sneak peek, this is the 8x8 with the thin pages 10 spread. This is about the smallest album that you can get, but I love the way that the gold looks. This book is perfect for senior sessions, engagement sessions, or if you just want something just a little bit smaller that like fits on a coffee table. Then I also have the 10x10. This is the next size up. So just a quick comparison. Pretty big. Love this book. This has the thick pages like I showed you guys before. Maybe it'll do it again. Yep. So super thick. This has the cameo image on the front. If I turn it with the light, maybe you'll be able to see it. This is what I think is like the ideal wedding album. You can go through. This has 15 spreads, this book does. So nice thick pages that will lay really flat. Beautiful design. Again, I'll go through this book so that way you guys can actually see what all of these spreads look like. And then we have the monster. This is like the biggest one that's offered. This is a 12x12. So if you put the little 8x8 on there, it's like substantial. And this one is the Tusk linen. So it's like a really creamy white with rose gold on the front. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it's gorgeous. I hope that everybody chooses this color scheme. So this book is obviously much bigger. It's a reception page. Like huge, beautiful. When I get married, this is probably the book that I'll have because I'm extra and I love my albums. So, but yeah, this is the different, like 3 different linen covers. And then there's more colors, but those were 3 different options. And then I have this monster that I just want to show you guys because I'm so freaking excited about it. That this is my personal best of 2019 album. It's in the leather. I'm currently don't think I'm going to come out with leather options in the beginning unless people say that they really, really want it, and then I can add it in. I love this. I love the way it smells. I'm sure leather will be an option in the future. This is a monster of a book. I know the other one was a monster, but this is a 12x12 with 30 spreads, and it's all of my favorite images of 2019. And I wish that I had a picture or a video of myself opening up this album because I was legitimately almost in tears. Like, Kyle was just like, please stop, because I was like, ah! So I will be releasing more information to my current clients about albums in the upcoming weeks. I'm pumped about all of the options that they're going to have and being able to go back and print the weddings that I did over the past couple of years. And then I will be working albums into my packages in the future. So I am very excited and very pleased that I'm going to be able to not only give a really awesome experience to all of my clients that work with me, but give them something tangible that they're able to walk away from and not accidentally let all of their images just live on the internet forever. But in the meantime, if you have questions about albums or you want to learn more, please let me know. If you are a current client, then keep your eye out for an email, because these will be coming to your inbox very soon. Ah! All right. Bye, guys.